Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, folks. Where am I? At home. I usually say it's a sad life. Well, it's not that sad. I had to spend a bit of money. My rear disc pads are worn low on my VW Passat, so I thought I'll do them. And my son said, "Are you going to film it?" I said, "I might do." So this is what I'm going to do. I'll just film the one side because it's the same both sides. It's electronic handbrake, so you have to have a special tool to release the handbrake. And also with brakes, if you're not confident, don't really mess with them, but this gives you an idea how to do it. But anyway, so I thought I'd just mention that. And anyway, I'm going to get some tools and I'll see you in a bit, folks. So don't forget, as usual, to like and subscribe. See you in a bit. Right, these are some of the tools you need. You need the device to release your handbrake mechanism. That's to push the pistons back, or piston on the brake caliper. You don't need a wind tool on these. You need a spanner to undo the caliper. This to take your caps off, cracker bar to undo your wheels. Also, you need a jack. There, axle stand. I've got my electric gun there as well. Copper slip. Yeah, there's the electric gun and the copper slip down there. I'll tell you a bit more about that in a bit. Right, folks, first thing you got to do is take the caps off, like so, and put them to one side. And then pays to slacken the wheels off what's on the ground. So this is the locking wheel. I've left the handbrake off at the moment and it's in gear. Just loosen it off. Yeah, they're all loosened off. Hi, folks. I'm just going to come off a second because I'm going to get me kneeling down pad, because if you know, even I've got a bit of a dicky knee. Anyway, so I'll tell you in a sec. Right, folks, I've got the axle stand under, so now I've got to get the wheel off. That's it. Right, the wheel bolts to one side. Then trade secret. Don't tell anyone about that. That's got the wheel off. Quick inspection of the tyre. All looks good. Right, I'll get the pocket now to try and show you a bit close up what I've got to do. I've got to get this caliper off here. There's two bolts holding it on, one there, one at the bottom. So that's what I've got to do next. So we'll catch you in a bit. Right, well, the next job is to release the handbrake mechanism. So I'll just connect things up and I'll be back to you in a sec. Right, I've got the little gizmo on. It says Volkswagen, so you click enter and it says deactivate brakes. So before I press that, I'm going to put the GoPro a bit closer so you can hear it being deactivated. Oh, actually, bring it round here. Yeah, to there. Right, so I've now got to get these caliper bolts undone. They can be a bit seized up sometimes. I have brought a hammer with me just to give the spanner a little tap. Not too bad. I've got some, it's like a little slide. I usually use the vice grip just to hold the slide. So that's the one off. Put the bolt down, let's get to the bottom one. Then just once you got them undone, I'll get the pocket. Yeah, I've got the two bolts out at the back. You need to get a screwdriver in, just click the caliper off, like that. There's the old pads there, which you just flick out like that. That's that done. Now we're going to push that piston back in, which I'll show you. I'll do that in a sec. Well, it wasn't recording, but I'll flick this off here just to show you what I've done. And these are the pads which I've just took out of there. Thought I was recording, but I wasn't. See, they're worn right out. I'll show you the new ones in a minute. I've just switched to the Hero 9 here because my hands are getting a bit dirty and I've got to press the button so I can tell this one what to do. I've got the tool in there now. What I'm going to do is wind that back and push the piston in, which I'll show you when it's in. GoPro, stop recording. Right, you can now see the pistons all the way in. So I'm now going to get the new pads and put them in. Now I'm going to put some copper slip on the back of the pads. Now a lot of people say you don't need it, but over the years I've found that if you don't put it on, somebody's going to come back and say their brakes are squeaking. So if you put them on in the first place and they come back and the brakes are squeaking, you know that then the copper slip needed. It may be you need to change the make of pads, but it normally does the trick. So let me get the pads in and I'll be back to you folks. Yeah, hi folks, I'm just putting the pads back in. I've got a little light round here so I can't quite see what I've done it there. So I had to get on the floor. Oh dear, my knee. Anyway, I'll show you a new pad and an old one. Yeah, that's the old pad there. And that's a new one. Now these are a company called Drive Tech. I got this for German and Swedish, GSF. They're up and down the country. They give a 2-year 24,000 miles guarantee with the pads, so they are the cheaper ones, but they got the metal. You don't get that on many of the pads. That is an anti-squeal, and they are chamfered in a bit, you know, again, because that does out the pads. So pretty good pad. Anyway, I'm going to get some copper slip. I'll put them in. So I'll show you with the other one there before that's still recording on. What it is, I'm telling the GoPro to turn on and off. And they're both doing it. So yeah, so you can see the pads are in. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of, you only put the copper slip on the outsides. And the pads are fitted in nice. If they'd have been seized in, I would have to spend a bit of time cleaning things up, but they've all gone in well. So that's that done. What I've got to do now is put the caliper back on. Just check the slides, they're all okay. That's the electronic motor which works the handbrake. That's the piston, that's gone in at the moment. So I've deactivated it. What I've got to do now is drop that onto here. It's a bit awkward one-handed to do it, but that's on there. We're going to put the bolts in. So we've just got to put the bolts in there and that's done. We'll catch you in a sec. Right, yeah, so back to that camera now. There, just putting the bolts back in. I'm going to say brakes, unless you know what you're doing, I don't advise you to mess with them. Obviously I've been in the car trade all my life and been a keen obviously photographer as well. The photography was my passion. Obviously my garage life was a job. Not that I say I was on the, some people they like to spend all weekend tinkering with cars, well I don't. It was a job that earned me a good living. So I've checked that that's nice and tight. So I'm just going to put the wheel back on now. So what I'm going to do is stick the wheel on. I've got to do the other side before I activate the caliper. So that's just got to have the wheel on, that job's done. So we'll see you shortly when I reactivate the brake on the other side. I might just show you how I've got that caliper off as well with the GoPro. So see you in a minute, folks. Yeah, hi folks. Well, we used to say at the garage, if you can see me or not, I've just undone these, so what gorilla tighten these wheels up because they were really tight. When you're ever doing the wheels, the locking wheel nut, oh, wrong way. When I tighten that up, I never over tighten it because you can easily, I'm swearing, you can easily wear it out, the teeth on that. Again, if it won't come off, the trade secret. I should have played for Man United, what a kick. Anyway, that's the wheel off. It's the same procedure on this side. So right, calipers all back together. Make sure you've got the bolts all nice and tight. That's all done. This ain't too bad. Bit of wear in them, but they'll last till the next time. Anyway, I'm going to activate it now. To activate the tool, right, actually what I'm going to do first of all is just jump in and give the brake pedal a couple of presses. What that's doing is pushing the pistons, which I pushed in, push back in there, pushing them back in the right place. Now, it doesn't really matter because the handbrake is on a separate thing, but that's the way I do it. Now it says on here, I'll just spin you around. Right, it says go down to activate, so I'll click enter. Right, it's now activating the brakes. Activation done. Exit. Lovely little bit of kit that. I've had that for a few years. Done quite a few brakes with it. And it's been a brilliant little tool. Quick links the make. So I'm now gonna, I've had it plugged in. Yeah, hi folks, well that's it, job done. I've just got to pick all my tools up, put the wheel on, and we're all done. So that's the rear brakes on the 2010 Passat. This is my motor. Believe it or not, it's done 214,000 miles. It was a bit less than that, but I lent it my son Paul. He had some trouble with his car, and unfortunately it took a bit longer to get fixed than we thought. Yeah, greetings folks, it's all done now, so thanks for joining me on the little video. Back to the pocket now, got my hands are a bit cleaner. So as usual, don't forget to like and subscribe. A top tip, make sure at the garage, or if you do it, the locking wheel socket is back where it should be. If you go to a garage, if they leave it behind, 9 times out of 10 they might say they've gave it to you, and they haven't, you know, so you might have a trouble if you give a punch or you try to get your wheel off. So always make sure you got your locking socket back, or if you've done the job, put it back, you know, when you finish. What we used to do at the garage was when we took something out the boot, usually the locking socket if it's in a container, or we'd always put something on the driver's seat as a reminder when we get an locking socket, just so we make sure we didn't lose it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the little tutorial. Might be some help to someone. So before I say any more, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Big eye to everyone. Stay safe and well wherever you are, and we'll see you on the next one, folks. Let's hope there's peace in Ukraine. Safe driving. Bye for now, folks. Bye.